I'm Scott Williams. I'm the companion animal nutritionist for Coprice. Coprice are down here at Hamilton, sheep venture in 2019, and today I've been asked to talk about our dog food. So we've had dog food in the market for a long time. Always been rice-based, being from the Riverina. This year we introduced a new range of dog food to replace what we've had in the market for many years. Some of the work that went into that was trying to find a product that suited all dogs, and where we came to was through the research we looked at working dogs and the people that were buying our working dog food all reliably buying our adult food, but we didn't have a good enough offering for all life stages. So through the research we developed a puppy, we introduced a new adult formula, and we reinvented our light and mature into a senior product to make it suitable for older dogs. We didn't neglect our family dog, and we've improved on that as well. The research into working dogs began looking at actual data, looking at farms, looking at what the requirements were, talking to vets and understanding the injuries that were occurring to working dogs, and trying to formulate something that would support a dog for its whole of life. Where we got to was with our puppy food. We developed a food that was great for gestation, lactation, right through to a puppy that's 18 months old. We did that through keeping meat number one, making sure we used Australian brown rice, and the rest of the product was up-specced such that we took care of the skin, the coat, the teeth, looked at the well-being of the dog so that as it grew at the right rate, it wasn't too quick. We looked at the nutrition that the dog would need through those first 18 months, and we've had some excellent results. The results we've had, we've seen some improvements on litters, we've seen milking rate improvements, and we've seen growth rate developments through the dogs right up into 18 months. In our adult range, we've always had a great product, and now it's even better. We've kept meat number one, we've kept rice, so we're using the brown rice to really improve the quality of the product, so the digestibility is high and has been high across the range and for all time. The difference with our chicken product was that what we did, we actually took out any of the beef protein because we did get some feedback that there were some issues. Now that said, a lot of people wanted to stay with the beef product because they've fed it forever, and they didn't want us to change it, so we've kept that as well. So our beef is virtually the same with a number of improvements. So the improvements we have with our beef, we've added glucosamine, we've got a beta-carotene in there. What we've seen with our adult product is that there are a number of dogs that have shed twice, so once they tried our product they actually shed again. The coats are softer, they're looking healthier. We've had feedback on the time the dogs have worked, so instead of knocking off at 2, they're knocking off at the end of the day, and they're not having to rotate as much. So people are actually noticing that their dog's performance has improved in all weather conditions. And in our senior product, what we've found is that the older dogs, and when we say senior we tend to be over 7 years of age, however we've seen excellent results in that 14 to 17 year age group where the dogs were sitting on the porch previously and they're now off the porch and they're coming down for mealtime, etc. So I'll quickly run through some of the key changes that we've made with these products and why we're seeing the improvements we are. There's no secrets to what we've done. We've actually put everything on the bag so that you can compare our product to anybody else's on the market, and it's there in black and white for you to read. So just quickly, I'm going to use the pamphlets instead of bending down to the bags, but what's on our pamphlets is actually what's on our bags. we've actually put all of our nutrition onto the bag, so you can actually take that and see that the levels that we claim are on there, and that they're high. And to be high, what we're saying is we're not at the entry level, we're actually giving a really good product, so that the energy that is on the bag for the dog, it's going to the working systems and allowing it to work. Now we've got our puppy food, again, excellent results on gestation, lactation, as well as for puppies and their growth rates. So the feeding guide has been developed, and with a puppy food, ad lib and as much as they can have, but the guide is actually less than what we needed to feed previously, and that has carried through with the rest of our range. Now what's unique about our puppy food is the DHA component, so a lot of really good brain health, which is why we recommend 18 months, because while you're training your dog, it's trying to learn and develop. So we're making sure that what we're giving to the dog allows that to happen. With our adult range, the dogs have developed and we don't need that DHA anymore because their brains are at a level where we need to maintain them. So the formulations are a maintenance formulation that allows maintenance of high activity, and that works very well for all breeds and all types. So we focused on a working dog that is either agility, greyhound, yard trials, working on a farm, or very high activity dogs. These products contain glucosamine, they contain beta-carotene, and they contain levels of zinc and selenium that in the research have shown to support a healthy skin and coat, and we see that through the extra shedding and the quality of the dogs over time. I'll just pick these bags up. Our senior product is a combination of our puppy and our adult, but what we've done is we've increased the protein on a senior, but we've dropped the fat. We want to ensure that although the dogs are aging and their body condition is changing, so they'll lose lean muscle mass, and so the increased protein will help with that, but you may not always see that, and that's because they're maintaining a fat stores. So dropping the fat level in the product actually reduces the build-up of fat on the dog, maintains the lean muscle mass through the protein, and that's the basics, and that's what should be expected of a senior product. What we've done with our senior product is brought back the DHA, brought back those omegas, which is the DHA is an omega-3 fatty acid, and it's shown to support the brain health. So as the dog ages, we're improving the cognitive or the mental aspects of an older dog, but we're also maintaining that glucosamine that they've had through the adult range, and we're developing the dog so that in its later years, and you've had a dog, you've had it from a pup, you may have bought it from somebody else who trained it really well, and you want to make sure that you're looking after it in later years. Senior working dog is suitable for all dog types. However, again, increased in nutrition to make sure that you are looking after the dog and you feel good, because you can actually see the differences that our foods are making for your dog. And you'll see that through reduced stool volume, you'll see that through improvements in skin and coat, and that's delivered through meat being a number one ingredient, rice being a number two ingredient, and being Australian rice, we're supporting our company Coprice and the rice that's available to us. Now, working dogs, on the front we've got pictures of collies. We get asked all the time, how come we don't have a greyhound on the front? How come we don't have a kelpie on the front? I actually think these dogs look great, and the dog on the front is a nice symbol of the yard work, the farm work, and really it's the food that we're encouraging you to take advantage of, and the quality of our food really will speak for itself, and the dogs will be able to tell you, and they'll tell you through their skin and their coat. They'll tell you through their reduced stool volume. And what may happen is you may not actually have dogs that are working. You may just have some yard dogs. And we've got our family dog over here. And the family dog, again, a good level of protein, 24%, a good level of fat for a non-athletic dog, but a dog that needs to stay healthy. We've got a level of fat in there that allows all of the fat-soluble vitamins to move through the body very well and maintain the condition of the dog. Again, even in our family dog, we've kept meat number one. We've got a chicken-only meat protein source, and again, we're seeing very healthy benefits with our family dog product. So, in short, thank you for taking the time to watch to the end of this video. Hopefully you've learnt a couple of things about Coprice. One, that we're using meat number one. We've got a high level of digestible rice, and we've up-specced all of our products. We've got a life stage range through from puppy, senior, and a family dog. And if you want to know any information, it's all on the bag. And feel free to contact us. The contact information again is on the bag. Contact us at Coprice, and thank you for tuning in to Sheepvention 2019.